I'm talking to you about file portability and cloud computing, and I'm going to do so by demonstrating a way to operate in the cloud, and I'm going to tell you all about the advantages and the disadvantages. I'm going to use a product by Microsoft, a cloud space by Microsoft, and happens to be called SkyDrive, and you have to have a Microsoft email account in order to have your own free SkyDrive. So you'll notice that I have navigated to hotmail.com. That's how I got here, hotmail.com. And you don't have to do this, as I said, if you already have a Microsoft email account. But if you don't, I've scrolled down and you can see the Sign Up Now link, and that link takes you to the usual form, first name, last name, and opportunity to create a username and a password. So once you have a Microsoft account, you can go directly to SkyDrive. So here I go, skydrive.com, and I'm going to log in. And here we go. Now here's the thing about file portability and cloud computing. What I mean by file portability is this, that in the past, or even in the present, if you wanted to access a file from your own home computer and let's say from another computer in, who knows where, let's say you're giving a presentation at a conference, what you're probably doing now, I hope not, but you probably are using flash drives. So of course you stick your flash drive into your computer, you move your file onto the flash drive, and off you go to your conference in some other state. You've got your handy little flash drive in your hand, and once you get there you plug it in and up comes your file. Well, flash drives aren't that reliable. They're easy to break and they're very easy to lose. So the alternative is to save stuff to a cloud space. This cloud space, as I mentioned, is called SkyDrive, and anything I put on my cloud space, I've organized it in folders, as you can see. Anything I put on the cloud space I can access from anywhere in the world with an internet connection. So that's what file portability means. It means you can access files not only in this location but in that location too, and that's sort of what cloud computing means in a nutshell. This is SkyDrive, my cloud space, and look how easily I'm going to create a folder. Watch my pointer, create, folder, and in this case I think I'll call it NUR642, and there I have a new folder called NUR642. To open the folder, I'm going to click on it, and to upload a file to it, I'm going to click on Upload. Here I go. Let's go to a sample folder here. And it's in the process of uploading. There's my file. Okay, I'm going to click on Files here to sort of go back to the home page, and there's my folder there. To manage my folder, I'm going to click on the check mark in the upper right hand corner, and as soon as I do that I get a whole ribbon of menus here. So let's see what kinds of things I can do. I can rename my folder, I can delete my folder, and I can move. At the moment, however, what I want to do is open the folder and look at that file I added. And I'll see that in the same way, I've got a Manage menu for the file. Rename, delete, move to, copy to, etc. What I'd really like to do is go back to my folder and share that entire folder with someone else. So I'll navigate back to my home page by clicking on Files, and I'll select my folder, and notice that you have a link for sharing. Now I can do one of two things. I can either put an email address in here, write a message and share, or I can get a link and I'll create a link that will only allow the recipient of this link to view and edit, or a public link. Once I get that link, here it comes, I can just copy that and I can put it in my regular email, whatever I want to use. Those are the basics of managing a space in the cloud. In this case, it's called SkyDrive, and it's certainly not the only cloud space. You don't ever want to pay for a cloud space, and you want to be sure that a cloud space is offered to you by a reputable company. Microsoft is not a small name. It certainly is a reputable company. There are other cloud spaces too. There's SharePoint, and there's Google Docs, and lots more. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about the cloud and file portability, but you do have other podcasts to watch, so have fun.